What's going on, Libra? We're going to go ahead and jump into your May 2023 mid-month reading here. And we're going to take a look and see what is the energy here for you for the rest of the month. So without further ado, we're just going to jump straight in. Let's see. Oh, man. Libra. Oh, my Lord, Libra. All right, looks good here. Gemini got a good read, too. Really good. Some of you're about to have a lot of career success. If you're not in the public image, you will be. Or people are really going to start to notice you. You're going to stand out here. So I feel like there's good rewards, good success here for you in the month of May. I get a renewal of passion here as well. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at your relationships. Uh-oh. Interesting. Let's pull this card. Living light energy. See the beauty in life here. You know, I feel like relationships have kind of made you... Past relationships have... Well, we're going to talk about it, but I get that relationships right now could be kind of harsh. That's what I'm picking up on. Not even going to, sit here and talk lightly of it. You have the Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. This could definitely be blockages in relationships that you're experiencing at this time, even like a lack of cooperation. And for you ones that are single, I kind of feel like you just really haven't found anybody who really fits here for you. Like it's a good fit. All right, let's keep going here. Take a look at the message from your higher self and your future self here. Okay. Let's see. You have this Voyage card. There's a lot that you're learning. For some of you as well, you could be discovering like a very powerful mentor this month, in the month of May, is what I'm picking up. They could be a Leo, a fire sign. They could really be any sign. So if there's anything that you want to learn, and when I say mentor, it doesn't have to just be like, it doesn't have to be like you know this person in real life, or like, you actually have like a real relationship with them. A mentor can come through the forms of like books or, people's work and stuff like that. So I get here that you could be learning something quite significant. You have this Romance. It says sweetness. It says flowers here. If you've been dealing with a breakup or any type of past situation, like when it comes to like love, to where it's like it's just been harsh and difficult. With the Eight of Wands that I'm seeing here in the relationship part of the reading, I do get that there's better things coming with the Eight of Wands. It's almost like I see you progressing and getting over something quite quickly, and after that, it's like things start to get drastically better here. So, but you do have this 10th house card. It says the world, and this is in your career and your finances sector. And this looks good. 10th house is about the career. It's also about, your public image, who you are in the public, your ambition, your goals. And I feel like the focus is really going to be on that here. I wanted to call y'all Taurus, Libra. If I called you another name, I apologize. But yeah, this looks good. I feel like you're starting to become very powerful. And also, I see you here in the month of May getting recognized. Like, even if you're not self-employed, right, and you're not like in the public eye like that or whatever, even if you're working like a 9 to 5 or whatever it is that you're doing, I think you're starting to stand out here, and you're a good leader, right? I think people respect you. They admire you. All right, because look at this. King of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Sun card. This is about respect. People admire you. All right. The Sun card is about admiration. Even the sunflower represents admiration. I feel like you're a very positive light and a positive guide for people. So I feel like it's important for you to lead by example here, Libra, because you're highly respected, or you're getting a lot of respect this month. And I see a lot of you even making important like business partnerships here in the month of May for the rest of the month. Looks really good. We're going to clarify this, of course, but let's talk about your relationships. You have the Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands here. Yeah, you've dealt with some unequal energy here. harsh energy, if I'm being honest with you. Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles. This is no bueno. I'm almost getting, may even experience dishonesty or just a lack of cooperation in your relationships. When I read the relationship part, just doesn't have to just deal with love. It can deal with your friendships. It can deal with work relationships, all relationships. And I feel like you're realizing here, like, you deserve better, especially how much energy that you put into certain things, right? Because I feel like you're a very dedicated, loyal person with the Three of Pentacles here. And the Three of Swords is like you haven't been getting that in return from your partnerships. So it's like there's this harsh realization, like, okay, like, yeah, something's going to have to change. Eight of Wands, though, is like once you change these things, I feel like they change quickly. It's almost like you rapidly manifest here. And with this card, it says living light energy. Living light energy, see the beauty in life here. I feel like it's put a stain on the way you view relationships here, right? You may not trust people. You may feel like everybody, like, you know, can't be trusted, or, you know, people are bad, you know. And I get here that spirit in the universe is wanting you to, you know, don't let past things or past situations affect the way you see newer relationships here. I feel like it's important for you to stay positive and still decide to see the goodness in relationships here. Five of Pentacles, High Priestess, Six of Pentacles is the message here from your higher self. I do feel like you got some new love coming in if you're single. But even if you're not single and you're dealing with a situation here, I feel like things could have drastically improved, but there definitely what needs to be pointed out is like, there's work that needs to be done to change this. But it's like once you change these things, then I feel like it's quite, there's like quite a boost of optimism here with the Eight of Wands. Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Six of Pentacles is the message here from your higher self and your future self here. I feel it's time for you to let go of everything in your life that you know doesn't sustain you or support you anymore. The Five of Pentacles, right? Five of Pentacles is when we have to make that hard decision to let go of things that we've always known or things that we've clung to before that once had value. But then we realize, oh no, there's something better out there, and I have to trust in myself. I have to trust in my intuition, right? With the High Priestess, I have to trust in my ability to be able to figure things out and move in a better direction here, even if I don't have all the answers, because the answers are going to come to me once I move outside of my comfort zone. I think your higher self and your future self is wanting you to know that. So you have to just start to get moving here, right? Because you go from the 5 to the 6, and that's what you're looking for when you go to when you have these two cards, the transition of these two cards, right? You're finding something better. Six of Pentacles is you're giving a reward for your efforts, right? So I get here, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone, Libra. You need to trust yourself a little more, and you need to believe in your own abilities here. That's what I'm getting. I feel like your higher self is like wanting you to trust it, or to trust yourself, right? Your higher self is just yourself, but it's like the evolved version of yourself, the future self that you're striving toward, the betterment of that, right? You have a million higher selves. Like, it just keeps going and going and going, right? It's potential. High Priestess, infinite potential. So, and again, this card's getting my attention. It's like, I get that this energy is not only showing up in your relationships, but certain areas of your life. Like, you may really only be finding like a sense of stability or enjoyment in your in your career. But I think, you know, maybe you've given up on all the other areas. You're like, you know what, love ain't working. I ain't got no personal life. I'm just gonna focus on my career. And it's like, even like if newer things were to come your way, I feel as if you won't even like see the beauty and the joy in those things, or see the potential in those things. And I feel like it's important for you to get back to that, to see the beauty and the joy in everything. I understand, you know, we're human, it's difficult, but gratitude is a practice, right? It's a muscle you develop. So, but this Voyage card, there could be a very strong mentor figure coming in for you. This person may already be in your life. And I feel like they're going to be helping you really, really progress here on your journey. Right. And I'm going to say this too. If you're dealing with a relationship or there's a relationship on your mind, it's about learning, right? I think people think that relationships is all just going to be roses, sunshine and flowers. Nah, there's going to be periods of tension, right? And it's like how you move forward with that, how you evolve with that to progress, right? Because your relationships are your greatest teachers. And if anybody knows that, that should be you, Libra, right? So yeah, let's clarify your read, Libra. Whoop. Eight of Wands, King of Wands. You got some good career movement going on here. Momentum. Some of you are really finding your authority, right? Your divine authority. So I see a lot of great success here in your career. Queen of Pentacles definitely can be a relationship here that you're building with another person in regards to work. You could also be somebody who supports other people here. This looks really well. I feel for some of you, even if you're self-employed, I see you having a lot of clientele, a lot of people listening to you, a lot of people following you, a lot of people investing into you. If you're somebody who's not self-employed, I just feel like you're going to be standing out here. So I feel like it's important for you to be on your A game, because I feel there's major increases here. Sun card and the Empress. Anything you really put your mind to, like the birth of your creations looks abundant here, Libra. Right? Sun card, the Empress. Yeah, this looks like abundance to me. This looks like happiness and success to me. Looks good. Let's take a look at your relationships. King of Wands, some of you, this could be with the fire sign that you dealt with, Aries, Leo, Sag, on that Three of Swords. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a player. Broken promises is what I'm hearing. Even if you're already involved, right? Like broken promises, disappointment. Four of Swords, Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're learning though, like moving forward. I feel like this is teaching you a lesson though. It's like this is teaching you something about you and how you interact with relationships and what you allow in relationships. Because the Four of Swords being here, it does have a wisdom about it that deals with equality and fairness and balance, which also translates into relationships. So Three of Cups, Eight of Wands. Yeah, I see you getting over this quick. It's like if there's a problem, I feel like it can be easily solved. And communication may be an aspect of this that's what needs to happen, is like communication, right? But if you're dealing with a person who is not communicative, who can't communicate, who refuses to listen, then, you got to kick those people to the curb. It's just not worth your energy to invest in relationships like that. If they do not learn, you're not going to progress. They're not going to progress. You got to cut it off, right? But if you know there can be progression in your relationships, then I feel if the work was put into those, then they can evolve really quickly. Eight of Wands, Three of Wands. I see you being a lot more social with your relationships here as well. I see a lot of you getting back into hanging out with friends, also meeting newer people, and just socializing just more in general here. But yeah, I mean, for you singles out there, there's tons of, I don't want to say tons, but there's some choices here. Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles. It's interesting. You may stress out a lot about the past here. Some of you are stressing out whether or not you're going to maintain success, right? And it's interesting. I was listening to something the other day, and the person was talking about how, like, when we start to get success, it's quite newer to us, or, like if you start to when you start to take on full accountability in regards to career, everything in your life, and you start to get success, it's really up to you to maintain it. And that could be frightening, right? Because we have to trust ourselves. We have to trust, our ability to be able to improvise and adapt and overcome in every moment. So your higher self is wanting you to listen to more of your intuitive energies. I feel like you may get caught up way more in your head. Seven of Swords, High Priestess here. There's a need to strategize. So I know Seven of Swords, people think the Seven of Swords is the cheater, liar, thief card. Now, obviously, if you have those people around you, or if you're dealing with a situation like that, then heed your intuition and look out for the red flags and the signs and stuff. But more so, the Seven of Swords is about tactics and strategy, right? And sometimes we need tactics and strategy. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to learn how to play the game, right? You're going to have to learn how to strategize. You're going to have to learn how to have tactics. It's not in a manipulative way. It's just you have to know what to do in situations, right? And I'll give you one example. The communication thing I was just talking about. You ever heard of nonviolent communication? There's a book called Nonviolent Communication. That's strategy and tactics right there. Right? So let's say you need to address a problem, or if you're in some sort of energy exchange and it's like you want to diffuse a situation, or you want to, find peace in the common line, right, to resolve an issue or to get your point across, you have to know how to communicate. Not everybody's gifted with it, so that's why you develop strategies and tactics. And that's why the Seven of Swords can be seen as manipulative. It's if you use strategy and tactics in a way that is manipulative. Judgment, Six of Pentacles here as well. Yeah, it's like once you listen to your intuition, once you really start to trust yourself here, in regards to, figuring out newer ways of doing things and understanding that, you may need some strategy or stuff like that, then with the Judgment, it's almost like the universe is gifting you the reward. Like your higher self is like you're being led to something greater and better. So that's what I got for you, Libras. I appreciate y'all as always. If you like the video and this video resonated with you, this reading resonated with you, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Also, feel free to subscribe. Click the notification button bell. You'll get notified whenever I upload your videos. And follow me on Instagram. If you want to book a reading with me, that link is in the description. Everything's in the description. And I will talk to y'all later.